If you're watching this, you're probably a small business owner. Like the rest of us, you've experienced a lot of uncertainty this past year. I know for one, our experience at Alfano Companies, we basically shut down the office. Everybody took computers home and monitors, and we've been working remotely since about March 15th of last year, and we're still working remotely. So I know there was a big adjustment there. The uncertainty for sure, I experienced it myself, wondering, what the business was going to be like the following year, if my team members could actually work from home and be productive. Luckily, we're a business that continued to stay open, and we took care of our clients. Yelp reported at least 60% of small business closures due to the pandemic last year. You might be wondering if your small business will be next. I'm going to show you how to avoid that by discussing the number one reason why small businesses fail. One of Benjamin Franklin's famous quotes was, "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest." So you're going to want to take the time to get to know your business financially, to not only keep it afloat, but to have it thrive even during difficult times. Just to tell you a little bit about me. First, my name is David Alfano. I'm a CPA and financial advisor. I founded Alfano & Company over 25 years ago, and my team of 14 and I have been helping small business owners ever since. In short, I take small business owners from where did all my money go to look at my business grow without the stress of doing it all on your own. It's truly a team effort when you work with us. Now back to the issue at hand. The number one reason why small businesses fail is that they don't have a good understanding of cash flow. So today we'll just scratch the surface of what cash flow is, why it's important, and how you can get a better handle on it for your business. So what is cash flow? According to the Oxford Dictionary, it's the total amount of money being transferred into and out of a business, especially as affecting liquidity. In layman's terms, you sell a product or service, money comes into your bank account, that's the money coming in. You pay for those services by hiring help or outside labor, or you pay for the products through cost of goods sold. And then hopefully you have a net profit at the end of the year. So the cash flow is basically understanding money going in and money coming out. Well, what do I have left at the end of the month? So what's the difference between earnings and cash flow? Well, your earnings are your sales or your services. It's the money coming into your business. Your cash flow is actually the money going in and money going out. If you're only looking at what your sales are and you say, wow, look, we have $100,000 in sales this month, and you don't realize that you have $125,000 in expenses, you might think you're doing well, but in actuality, you've lost $25,000. So the cash flow is actually watching both the in and the out of the finances of your business. Why is understanding your cash flow important? Well, if you don't understand or realize what's going on in your business, you could easily be out of business before you know it. For example, we've had clients that were their sales were fantastic, but they never had a handle on their expenses, and they took on more debt than they should have at the time, and they became illiquid. So, once you can't pay your monthly bills, you're out of business. So a business that doesn't keep an eye on their cash flow is just, looking for trouble. So we had a client, I'll just give you a quick story about a client who had a bookkeeper doing his books. Let's just call him Dan the plumber. And he ran a really good business. He was a great plumber. He had help. He had decent marketing. So his bookkeeper, who would show up once a month, she'd complete the books. She was not bad, but she really never related what was going on in terms of cash flow, or this is what you've made, and your profit was this month, or be careful, you've got this big bill coming due. The taxes are due on the 15th, so we need to put some money aside. So those are the kind of simple cash flow challenges that you can have. What you need is a bookkeeper or a team around you that will actually help you realize what your cash flow is and what it's doing in terms of, can I make my next payroll? Can I pay my estimated taxes that are due on the 15th? Those questions have to be asked on a monthly basis. And if you're not asking them yourself, or your accountant or bookkeeper isn't helping you answer those questions, well, that's a shortfall, and it could bite you eventually. And with Dan the plumber, He ended up falling short. He didn't pay his taxes. He ended up getting in trouble with the IRS. And that's when we met him. And we helped him out of that jam. He's been a client for about 15 years now. Now you're probably wondering, okay, I know cash flow is important. Now, how do I implement this knowledge? First, think about your business potential. What is your end goal? I like to say to clients when I meet them, begin with the end in mind. So you want to, when you start a business, or if you have an ongoing business, you want to do some kind of a projection and say, listen, at the end of the month, I want to make $15,000 profit. And, as the business owner, that's what I want to take out of the business. Well, if that's what your profit needs to be, what do you need to do to get there? What do your sales need to be? What do you need to keep your expenses to in order to generate $15,000 of net income? So I tell clients to begin with the end in mind. What's your goal? Where do you see your business in the next year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years? Next, you're probably going to want to hire a bookkeeper if you haven't already, and not just any bookkeeper, one with tax knowledge, because anyone can just tell you how much money you have in the bank. A bookkeeper with tax knowledge will actually guide you and make suggestions that will save you money and make you money. Because it's not how much you earn, it's how much you keep that matters. Lastly, you're going to want to make sure that your business is audit proof. So what does the audit proof mean? Can you truly be audit proof? Well, kind of. If you're doing everything that you can in terms of documenting your expenses, making sure all the question marks are answered. Why, where, who, when, how much? Are you keeping a good calendar with your appointments and your business meetings? There are a lot of loans out there for business owners and tax laws, mishandling of money. So you want to ensure that your business is safe from auditors, IRS or otherwise. It can be a workers' comp audit. Working with a trusty CPA or a team will save you thousands of dollars in taxes while ensuring you're making legal and ethical financial moves. There is absolutely no point in starting a business, making a lot of money, and then losing it to the IRS or tax penalties. Wasted money in tax penalties. That's one of my pet peeves. If you're unsure, just think about how you felt when the pandemic hit. Major catastrophic changes happened overnight. Did you have someone to turn to? Do you want to feel that way again? What's happening in the country and really all over the world is so sad. And I want to help business owners stay in business and continue to thrive. So if you have any questions, you could send me a private message, or my contact details are here on the screen. Email reception@alfanocpa.com today. I'd be happy to offer you a complimentary consultation.